Hello, I started this YouTube channel today, and this is my very first video. Um, I actually made it just within the hour, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, but I just never really built up the courage and really pushed myself to do it. Um, but here I am now, and I'm not very good at editing videos, so I hope everyone who watches will be okay with very much raw and uncut videos of my from my channel. I've also decided that I'm not going to be writing a script, so everything will just be raw, and um, I will be just speaking from my mind as I go. I think this is how I can deliver the most realistic me. Sure, there's gonna be a lot of pauses and things that might be a little bit confusing or hard for me to explain or communicate, but I think this is for the best. I really want a channel that's just as authentic as possible. Um, and everyone who ends up wandering here, or ending up on my channel, and giving it a try, I really do welcome you. And if you end up liking what I have to share, that would be really cool. Um, so, a little bit introduction of who I am. I know I should have done this earlier, but I just don't really know how to go about. Um, well, I go by Selena, and I have an online alias, which is Days. I do like it, and I don't get offended when people call me Days instead of Selena. I actually do like it very much. Um, so how do I start this? Well, this is the introduction, and I guess I'll just share a little bit more about myself for the video, for the introduction. So I am 100% um, Chinese, or at least that's what my parents say. Who knows? Uh, well, my parents, as in just my mother. I was raised by a single mother. I didn't have a father figure growing up, and uh, I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then about 2-3 months later, my mom passed me on to a friend of hers, and I'm guessing that person carried me in a baby basket and brought me to China. So even though I'm born here in America and I'm American, English is my third language. Chinese is my first language, specifically Fujianese Chinese and Mandarin Chinese. So Mandarin Chinese is a dialect in the southeastern coast of China. That's the province that my family is from. I was raised by my grandparents, um, but after about when I was 2 years old, my grandmother um, got arrested and put in jail for helping illegal immigrants to get out of China because the economy there, from the town that my family is from, didn't have the best opportunities and jobs. There were a lot of people who were hungry and stuck in just a system where they can't even feed themselves or take care of their family. Um, the people who were in charge of the illegal immigration were further up the chain, and my grandma was the first one to get caught and just the person to take the blame. Um, so I was 2 years old, but I remember this, and actually, my memory started when I was around 2.5 years old. I have a lot of memories of when I was a kid, um, as young as 2.5 years old, and I'll get into them more later on down the line in the videos, in the future videos. Um, so I was raised in a boarding school up until I was around 5.5 years old ish. And I guess my mother decided that she wanted me to come to the US and get ready for school. I guess she was putting me in kindergarten to prepare me and hoping that I can pick up English fast enough to keep up with the rest of the kids. Um, but after about half a year in the US, before I even hit 6 years old, she shipped me back to China. So I was there till I was about 7.5 years old, almost 8. And then she brought me back to America again, I guess to give it another try, to try to provide the education, a better education for me. Which, when I think about it now, I'm very grateful that she did that. I don't know where I would be if I was still in China right now, or if I just ended up living there instead of coming here and being in this country, which I'm pretty grateful for. Um, yeah, so that's the I guess that's like a decent introduction to me. Um, as for I would like to talk about the future of this channel a little bit. Um, I don't know where exactly I'm going with this channel. However, I do have a small clue that I would like to stick with um, sharing of my experiences and stories and things that I've been through, things that I feel like I want to share. Um, my goal is to help, maybe, or comfort, or maybe let you guys see that um, there are other people who can relate, who goes through the same struggles, and we might not have grown up the same way, but um, a lot of people have their stories, and everybody have different sides, and everybody have their difficulties, and this is my story and my difficulties that I want to share, and hopefully it can help someone, anyone, just even if it's just one person. I would be very, very happy if I could help just one person. So I would like to do along the lines of that, and possibly motivational speaking, and just like hope as well. But aside from like all of the positivities, I would also like to share my downs and my emotions, and when I feel hopeless, I would like to share that as well. Um, I don't really have anyone else in my life. I don't have the best communication with my mother. Um, I don't have any siblings. I don't have that many friends either. I don't know if that's on me specifically, but probably maybe some. At the same time, it's also because I moved around so much in my life. even in the US, that it was really hard for me to make any long term friends or friends who would stick around for long enough to really get to know who I really am and the person I am on the inside. And I try my best to show who I am to the best of my ability, even when they don't know me. But sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it's difficult to let my walls come down. But I've decided that when I start this channel, I will let my walls down and I will let my barriers down and I will let everyone get to know who I really am. Um, so if you manage to stick through all of that to this intro, thank you, and I hope you'll be back again to see maybe like another video or two, who knows. Um, I don't have a schedule for how often I'll be posting, but I would like to be able to post as often as I want, but there might be times where I might not post for a bit, if life gets in the way or there's just too much going on. I'll try my best to keep up, but my priority is my education, um, which I'm in college right now. So, yeah. Um, I go to Georgia Institute of Technology, so go Yellow Jackets. um, yeah, thank you. And I guess I don't want to sound like a sellout, but please subscribe. Alright, thank you. Bye. How do you turn this off?